Alright, welcome once again. Welcome to Copywriting for WhatsApp Marketing course. Yes, this is the second session. If you were present in the first session, you would see that what we discussed was more of mind programming. The first session we discussed mind programming. But today we want to dive deep into the real business. So I welcome you once again to the long-awaited applied copywriting course. Yes, welcome. If you don't know me or this is the first session you will attend, this is Murtala Muhammad. Most people know me as Alpha Chemist, the Prince of Closing. A chemistry tutor who became obsessed about making money online, social media marketing and high-ticket closing. So today is more of introduction to copywriting. This is module 1. I'm going to cover module 1 inshallah within the next 30-45 minutes. So, but before we move on, I want to ask you two questions. Before we move on, I want to ask you two questions. So, the first question goes thus: what is the purpose of learning copywriting? I want a clear answer. Please don't use the voice notes. Don't use mic. Type it out. What is the purpose of learning copywriting? What do you think is the purpose of learning copywriting? Because without purpose and a set goal, chances are this course would be of no benefit to you. So what is the purpose of learning copywriting? I want to hear from you. Don't use the audio. Yes, somebody said to increase conversions. Is that the purpose? The purpose is to persuade the prospect to buy. Is that the purpose? Is that really the purpose? The purpose of learning copywriting is to persuade and influence. To influence your client. Okay, what again? We have so many people online. Let me hear from you. What do you think is the purpose of learning copywriting? So someone said to increase conversions. Is it just conversion? Is it just to increase conversion? So the purpose is to persuade the prospect to buy. Is it just to persuade? Yes. To reach wider coverage. Wow. To reach wider coverage. I like that. I like how you put it. So influence and bring more audience to what you are selling. Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So cut it short. Let's quickly move on. You're going to discover the purpose very soon. And discovery is recovery. Once you discover the purpose, chances are you will be able to understand the concept on its own, and chances are you will be able to use it for its purpose. So here is it. The purpose of learning copywriting is to collect money from clients. If you can hear me or you see it clearly on the screen, type it out. Type out what you see on the screen. The purpose of learning copywriting is to collect money from clients. The key words there are purpose, copywriting, money, and clients. So that is the purpose. So if you say to influence, a common man doesn't even understand what it means to influence. An average person doesn't understand what it means to persuade. An average person doesn't understand what it means to reach wider coverage. But the language almost everyone understands is your ability to collect money from clients. So copywriting serves that purpose. It serves the purpose of you enabling or giving you the power, like the independent power, to collect money from clients. And it doesn't matter your physical location. Proximity is not a factor here. You could be in Ijebu and persuade somebody in Ghana, in Africa Coast, in Sierra Leone, in USA. Yes, you could be in Nigeria and collect money from somebody in Saudi Arabia, and collect money from somebody in Ukraine. So it is not just about the persuasion. Persuasion is a language that is only understood by somebody who is well educated in or averagely educated in marketing and sales. If a village man asks you, or you want to invite a village man to learn copywriting, you are not going to tell him the purpose is that you'll be able to persuade. If you do that, what it means is that you yourself, you don't understand copywriting yet. Because copywriting is the use of the simplest term or the simplest word possible to describe an event, such that you would be able to communicate your values with the clearest term, and the receiver of that information would have no area of doubt or area of confusion. A lot of you, when you want to describe your offer, when you want to communicate your offer, maybe a book you sell or a course you want to put out, you don't know exactly how to say it. And that is why most of you are not able to collect money from clients. So if you say copywriting is the purpose of copywriting is to persuade, it still means that you still don't understand the usage of copywriting. The usage of copywriting is that you would use the simplest term possible. That is why in copywriting we don't embrace grammar. Forget it. You could be the best in diction or English language or whatever. You could know all the Concord rules. We don't want you here. We don't need it. We don't even need to follow those rules. That is why in most of my books, you would see that I say it there clearly that I have broken so many grammatical rules because they don't work. When it comes to persuasion, they don't work. Right. I hope you get that. That person using the audio should please put it off. When it comes to persuasion, they don't work. And that is why most English lecturers, English teachers, diction coaches, they don't know how to persuade because they thought it is all about using their grammar that doesn't put food on your table, grammar that doesn't load your account, grammar that doesn't credit you. Use the simplest word possible that even a baby can understand. That is why copywriting, a primary school student can understand it. Because we don't use any big grammars here. No. One of the rules, copywriting rule, is that you must not use vocabularies. Don't use any big vocab. If your reader or your prospect has to check the dictionary before you can understand what you are saying, your copy has failed. You have failed. You failed as a copywriter. I hope you get that. You failed as a copywriter. So now I want to ask you again, what is the purpose of learning copywriting? See it on the screen and type it out. So that's the first question for you. The second question goes thus: what problem do you know that copywriting has come to solve? What problem do you know that copywriting has come to solve? Yes, best answer goes home with a gift. Best answer goes home with a gift. Best answer goes home with a gift. What problem do you think copywriting has come to solve? It has come to solve. So it is now fastest and the best now. Fastest and the best. Let's do this within just 30 seconds, 1 minute. Yes. I'm going to tell you the correct answer that was stated. The first person to get it right anyway. Alright, thank you, Sister Sadiq Aziza. Sister Sadiq Aziza got it. She was the first person to respond and she got it clearly. She got it clearly. Copywriting has come to solve the problem of money. It has come to solve money problem. Can you see it now? Copywriting has come to solve the problem of lack of money. I hope you get that. That is the problem copywriting has come to solve. No other problem again. No other problem again. Money problem. Yes. Probably in subsequent sessions we will discuss money problems. I hope you get that. We will discuss money problems. A lot of people who lack money, they don't just lack money, they have money problems. There is a difference between problem and money problem. I hope you can hear me. There is a distinction between money problem and what problems. All of us have problems. Rich people have problems, poor people have problems. Rich people have money, poor people lack money. I hope you get that. Additionally, poor people have money problem. That is where the big deal is. And money, the problem here is that a rich man now has problems, has money. With his money, he could solve most of his problems. Yes, most of the problems, I must tell you now that most of the problems you are going through will get solved with money. If you have money, most of the problems you are going through will get solved. Not all, but most. So, rich people are able to solve some of their problems with their money. I hope you get that. The poor people don't have money. Additionally, they still have money problems. And money cannot solve your money problems. Money cannot solve your money problems. What will solve your money problem is what is copywriting. Copywriting is going to solve your money problem. I hope you get that. So, I hope you get that clearly now. So we're going to reward Sister Aziza, inshallah, after this session. So here is it. Let's look at a short history, about the discovery and evolution of copywriting. How did copywriting, how did it evolve? How did it evolve? How were people able to discover copywriting? So maybe you might have thought about it before that, when did copywriting even start? See, copywriting is as old as the existence of mankind. Copywriting is as old as the existence of mankind. I hope you get that. It is as old as the existence of mankind. Just take it like that. We're not going to dive deep into looking at dates and all that. No. here we're going into the business straight. So maybe when you were in school, I guess maybe when you were in primary school, secondary school, you've done a lot. Everybody is a copywriter. I told you last session that everybody has the copywriting potential. Everybody is a content creator. Everybody is a content writer. You only need somebody to help you unlock that potential. So copywriting has been in existence since the existence of mankind. When you were in primary school or secondary school, you've written so many letters in the past. Some of you are still writing letters. Up to date, you are still writing letters. Up to date, you are still making requests. You write letters to your lovers, you write letters to your uncle, your aunt, your principal, your headmaster, your mom, your dad, and all that. All these are forms of copywriting. And technically, we use copywriting to sell something. We use copywriting to sell something. Please, it is something I sell. I didn't say sell a product. We use copywriting to sell something. I'm using my words carefully, so take them. Be conscious of the words I'm using. Don't mix it up and you go out there saying, this is what Alpha Chemistry says. No. We use copywriting to sell something, not a product. I hope you get that. So, and people long time, from the time of Adam and Eve, they've been selling something. They've been selling something. I hope you get that. Even the Shaitan, the devil, sold his idea to Eve and Adam, to Hawa and Adam. He sold his idea, and they bought the idea. And when they bought the idea, they got dismissed from the paradise. That was exactly the persuasion we are talking about. It's exactly the persuasion we are talking about. So, right from then, people have been selling something. I hope you get that. So, copywriting is not a skill that somebody just thought about in recent years and people started learning it. No. It's when wisdom became so rare, so scarce amongst the people, when people are now neglecting real knowledge, people are becoming fools. That was exactly when the great scholars started, converting this knowledge into curriculum. They started documenting information, secrets about it, that this is how to do it, this is how to sell something, these are the rules, these are the principles, these are the psychology. Most of it, these things were done without any written curriculum at that time. The curriculum was hidden. Just like people have been doing arithmetic since the existence of mankind, but no written curriculum. I hope you get that. Just like technology has been since the existence of mankind, copywriting has been. It is not something somebody invented. Just like poetry, Arabic poetry, the modern day poetry, such as these two things have been since the existence of mankind. Copywriting has been. Poetry became documented and the curriculum became written when a lot of people who don't understand how the thing works, they started introducing bad ideas, they started corrupting the rules. Then scholars started documenting it. Just like the Arabic grammars, just like those rules have been in existence. Nahu, Sarfu, the rules in Nahu, the rules in Sarfu, all those rules have been in existence, but no written curriculum. Until we have the non-Arabs mixing with the Arabs, and the language became polluted. So scholars came up with what? Written curriculum. Same thing with copywriting, it has been in existence. I hope you get that. So that is why we have traditional copywriting. You can hear me type it out. Type traditional copywriting. So there are so many forms of traditional copywriting. I've given you 4 here that you can quickly read, note it down so you can understand me properly. A letter you wrote to your headmaster when you were in school is a form of what? Traditional copywriting. A letter you wrote to your uncle, a letter you wrote to your loved ones, a letter, text you find on a signboard. All these are what? Forms of copywriting, and they've been in existence for long. They've been in what? In existence for long. I hope you get that. So, one unique thing and something so peculiar to all these examples I mentioned is that when you are writing a letter to somebody, you are writing a letter to your uncle, your aunt, your headmaster, your principal, your loved ones, or you find a text on a signboard. Chances are that letter you are trying to what? You are trying to make a request with that letter. Whether a written request or an invisible request. Whether a written request, a request you make directly, or a request you make indirectly. If you write a letter to somebody now, you write a letter to maybe your uncle, and you said, hello uncle, trust you're fine, how was your day, how's everything, oh, I'm just sending you this letter just to greet you, I'm not asking anything, blah blah blah. That is, you are making a request indirectly. I hope you are getting me. You are making a request indirectly. Then in that letter now, you are sending to your uncle. You didn't make any direct request. But any wise person will know that this person is checking on me. This person is sending me this message just to what? To strengthen the relationship between us. If I'm your uncle, I will know that you are writing me this letter to strengthen the relationship between you and me. So that tomorrow or the coming future, when you request something from me directly, I will be able to offer you. Is that not why you are writing that letter? So that is traditional copywriting. And when you write a letter to your headmaster or your principal telling him that, oh, your class need more shares and all that, that is you are making a direct request. It is still a form of copywriting. And this copywriting, they are long time in existence. So they are all what? Traditional forms of what? Copyright. I hope you get that. Makes sense? If it makes sense to you and you understand, please signify with your best emoji. If it makes sense to you and you understand, signify with your best emoji. Now, if you understand that one I explained, then here is something else you need to understand. Here is something else you need to understand. Amazing. Alright. Grab. You people, you are giving me ginger. I like your vibe this night. Now, there are forms of copywriting that you need to understand. Every copywriting is foreign. Every type of writing, every type of copy you are sending out falls under one of these 5 forms of copywriting. So we have conversational copywriting, we have inspirational copywriting, we have transactional copywriting, we have ideal copywriting, we have promotional copywriting. And all these forms of copywriting, you and I use them on a daily basis, whether you know or you don't. I tell you, you use at least one of these in a day. You can't do without using at least one of these forms of copywriting. You can't do. But are you doing it the right way? Like, are you doing it the right way? That is just the question. That is the clarity and direction I want to give you. Are you doing it the right way? Almost all of us persuade on a daily basis. But are you doing it the right way? And if you think you are doing it the right way, are you getting the result you want to get? Is it bringing you the result you want in life? That is the question. the chances are you're not doing it the right way. So get it clearly now. Get it clearly now. Alright. So conversational copywriting. Conversational copywriting, from the word conversation, you're conversing with somebody, you are having conversation with somebody in the DM, in a chat, one-on-one, on the phone. Conversation, you are talking about a subject. You are talking about, please put up your mic, please mute yourself. You are talking about a subject, you are talking about an event, and you are discussing. Chances are you have an idea, and your friend or your partner with whom you are discussing has an idea. In most cases, you want your idea to prevail. You want that person to buy your own idea and drop his own idea. Or chances are you want to come into a mutual agreement. Maybe you are discussing about a football match, and you are saying that, oh, so team plays better than the other team, and this one is saying no, Arsenal is better than Chelsea, and you are saying no, Chelsea is better than Arsenal. In one particular aspect, you want your own idea to prevail. That is conversational copywriting. And guess what? Who doesn't use this type of copywriting every day? Who doesn't use it every day? Just think about it. Unless you are living in isolation, where you don't relate with anybody, online, offline, you don't relate with anybody. But then man is a social animal. It's not just possible in a day you don't relate with somebody. But most people don't know how to make good and profitable, conversation. They project their idea, their opinion on you. Yes, they project their opinion on you. They want you to just take that opinion by force. That is a fallacy. That is a fallacy. If you are doing that, most likely you have problem in sales and marketing as well. You have an idea. Yes, let's pretend your idea or your opinion is the correct opinion. But you don't project it on other people. You don't force them to accept it. No. You rather what? If you are doing that, you are manipulating them into buying an idea they don't want to buy. Meanwhile, persuasion is not manipulation. If you can hear me, type it out. Persuasion is not manipulation. You could have a correct idea, the best idea. But if you don't know how to arrange it in a conversation, people will turn your idea down and they see you as a bad person. That is why most people have problems when in social gatherings. Most people have problems in social gatherings. If you have problems in social gatherings, it means that you don't understand copywriting. So this is one of the problems copywriting will solve for you, one of the challenges. Because if you don't solve this problem, you will also have money problem. People who have this problem, they have money problem. People who have this problem have money problem. You can't force me to take your idea. I see InShot as the best editing app on phone, and you see KineMaster as the best editing app on phone, and you want me to drop InShot and start using KineMaster. No, you're not going to project it on me. I'm not going to accept it like that. Rather, you persuade me. If you are forcing me to take it, you are manipulating me, because that thing is not well configured. It's not part of my own, intellectual configuration. It is not part of my intellectual configuration. So if it doesn't synchronize with my brain, and you want me to just accept your own and drop mine, that is manipulation. I hope you get that. There was like a couple of days ago, I went to the nearby market to buy what we need at home, to buy pepper. So I was telling this, that I met a woman who's actually the woman who's actually selling the pepper, and one man there, I think probably her husband or so. So they didn't have the type of pepper I wanted, and I was turning back already. So this were they're my customers. So of course they can't just serve me that day. And I was turning back, I'll patronize them later. But the husband was projecting an idea on me I don't buy. He was telling me to buy one type of pepper they have. I said, I don't eat that kind of pepper. We don't eat this kind of pepper. The woman wanted me to be going, like she knew that, oh, I'm their customer and I'll come back later. But the man was forcing that idea on me. No, that is manipulation. It is manipulation. He is trying to reprogram my mind in a wrong manner. An idea that doesn't appeal to me. If you present it to me and force me to take it, that is manipulation. I hope you get that. So that is conversational copywriting. We also have inspirational copywriting. This type of copywriting is the type of writing, the type of persuasion you do that you don't plan. You don't plan it. Yeah, maybe we are in an event now and you are a single guy, a single brother, and you have interest in having a wife. And then as Allah wishes, you meet with a sister, a very good looking sister, and you started conversation with her. So you didn't plan to persuade her. No written script, no mental script you have already. So as the discussion started, maybe initially you are not flowing, and just after 1 minute or 2 minutes you started flowing. You started getting those ideas to get her, continue the conversation with you, hook her down, get the attention sustained and all that. That is inspirational copywriting. That is inspirational copywriting. I hope you get that. It is inspirational. Please, copywriting, that writing in the word copywriting, don't let it deceive you. Copywriting is not just about writing. If it is just about writing, almost all the linguistic lecturers, the English lecturers, they will be able to use it and bring fortune to their life. It's not just, don't let that writing deceive you. You could make a video to sell an idea and you will still consider it as copywriting. And that is what we regard as video sales letter. It's a form of copywriting. Okay. So don't let that writing deceive you. It's not about writing. I told you earlier, the purpose is to collect money from clients. And the problem it has come to solve is to solve your money problem. Okay. So that is inspirational copywriting. It happens so well. So many situations, conversational situations, you will find yourself that you didn't plan. But then you realize that you need to persuade that person. That is inspirational. So this type of copywriting relies so much on your wisdom, your previous experience, situations you have encountered in the past. I hope you get that. So if you can hear me before we move forward, type inspirational copywriting. You can hear me type inspirational copywriting. Wonderful. Alright. Yeah, okay. Salahuddin Mubarak is here. I cite you. Dean's Properties. I cite you yourself. Abdulgani Jima. Halima Adelke. Alright. Thank you. We are almost there. So we also have transactional copywriting. This one, almost all traders use it every day. If you are selling something online or offline, you do a lot of transactional copywriting. Even if it is offline, you sell bread, you sell biscuits, you sell this and that. You are transacting all the time. People are coming to you to buy something, and you engage them. You tell them, oh no, this milk is 100 naira, but this other one is 150. That is transactional copywriting. If you don't know how to persuade, you will not be able to get money from customers. I hope you get that. A lot of businesses failed not because they don't have good products, not because they don't have good service, but because they are so weak in transactional copywriting. There was one time last year, I got to a store and that girl was just telling me, like she was sounding very rude, like somebody forced her to be there. And I wonder, because this lady is a daughter of the owner of the store. And she said, "What do you want?" I was just saying in my mind, like, why would this girl tell me, what do you want? What do you want? This is insulting. No customer likes to be addressed in this kind of manner. Why can't you say that, what can we do for you? Or what can we do together today? What do you want to pick from the store? So we offer you. Look at the choice of words I'm using. She didn't say so. She just said, "What do you want?" I felt embarrassed. And I came the second day again. She said, "What do you want?" in an annoying way. And I told her, "No, don't say this to somebody who wants to buy from you. You'll be chasing a lot of people from your mom's shop." And guess what? A lot of people complain like that. That girl doesn't have manners. She doesn't know how to transact. How to get that? The problem there is her choice of words. She's not good in transactional copywriting. She might not be bad, per nature. She might not be bad in personality, but the words she's using, the words are bad influence on the prospect. I hope you get that. And then I want you to get this transactional copywriting right. That is why I'm citing this example. Another good example was, I just stepped out of my residence one day. There are some bike men very close to me, and they said, one was saying, that common thing. Once I experienced that, bike men addressing you like, have you ever experienced it? Can you experience it? Let me know. Let me know if you've experienced it. Just signify, type yes if you've experienced it. They're just signing, giving you some sign. You see that kind of thing, and it's very common. It's a transactional problem. Now, how many of you doesn't find it cool? How many of you doesn't find it cool? How many of you doesn't find it cool to be addressed like that? To be persuaded like that? I don't find it cool. Like, that is my own, that's my belief. I don't like it. I don't like to be addressed like that. I don't respond to people who call me like that. Yes, I don't find it cool. Yeah, a lot of people don't find it cool. You can see somebody saying, "That is why I bought my bike." No, and they do this for women. And they are wondering why they are not making sales. They are wondering why people don't. Sometimes I would even want to, buy a bike, and but you can't just call me like that. I'm not going to respond to you. No, I respect myself a lot. I have this high sense of self-respect. So, but this is the story, the good part of the story. All of them were saying, and one Hausa guy just said, who wants to get to his destination with ease? Who wants to get to his destination with ease? Nuruddin, thank you. In fact, it is very close to what that man said, that Hausa guy said. Yes, who wants to reach his destination safely? He actually said, who wants to reach his destination safely? And this is me. I just strolled out of my residence. I didn't have any, long place going. And immediately I was like, no. I was feeling discomfort immediately. I was like, no, this one is not good for me. Let me just, that short place I'm going, let me just take a bike. I was like, no, I was like, no, Mama, don't take a bike. Just save your money. Delay, how do they say it? Delay gratification. the gratification. You don't need to spend your money this time. But he was able to persuade me. That is the point. Like, I wanted to get to where I was going with ease. Instead of just calling people, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. So that is one of the problems people make. One of the mistakes, the error, gross errors they make when they are having transaction with other people. You can the choice of words you use for people who want to give you their money. It's very, very crucial to how much you can make in a day, in a week, or in a month. I hope you get that. If I am responding to you in the DM, I am always very careful of the type of word I use for you, because words are powerful. Day in, day out, you either get impressed or depressed by a word spoken to you. I hope you get that. So that is transactional copywriting. We also have ideal copywriting. Before I talk about ideal copywriting, let's talk about promotional copywriting. Promotional copywriting. Yes, promotional copywriting has been in existence for long. You will see businesses, brands putting out bikes, putting out vehicles, cars to promote themselves, and they start saying some words. In fact, this is very common when they want to sell phones. Maybe a newly launched phone. They put out musical instruments and all that. What are they doing? They want to get your attention. That is promotional copywriting, and they start using all sorts of words to get you persuaded. So that is a form of promotional copywriting. It happens online, it happens offline. So if you see an Instagram marketer now who just come out and say, hey, wait, I want to sell you something, but you will like it, and he starts doing all sorts of things to get your attention. That is promotional copywriting. So it doesn't matter what you are promoting. It could be your own product, it could be another person's product, it could be your service, it could be another person's service. It doesn't matter. It could be ebook, it could be a course, it could be coaching, it could be mentorship, it could be anything. But say you are promoting something, that is promotional copywriting. So the choice of words you use when doing this is very crucial to the success of what you want to promote. And the last one is ideal copywriting. Ideal copywriting. If you can hear me, please type ideal copywriting. Ideal copywriting. And that is the real copywriting we want to talk about. That's the real copywriting we want to talk about. This type of copywriting is best used online. This type of copywriting is best used online. This is the type of copywriting that's changed my life completely. But it's not going to change your life until copywriting has effect on every other types of copywriting I mentioned in the past. Transactional copywriting. If you don't adjust your transactional copywriting, if you don't adjust your conversational copywriting, if you don't adjust your promotional copywriting, if you don't adjust your inspirational copywriting, like try to level up. If you are not conscious of the choice of words you use when trying to convince somebody, when trying to make people buy your idea, you will suck in ideal copywriting. Because ideal copywriting, transactional copywriting, please put up your camera. Ideal copywriting, transactional copywriting, all these forms of copywriting are personal skills. They are personal skills. It has a lot to do with your personality. It has a lot to do with your personality. And that is why you can't learn it. You can't master it by reading a book. You can only master it by being under a coach. The coach will tell you, no, that kind of word you post on your group, don't post it like that. Don't post it like that. You will not get what you want if you post it like that. Change it. That is what I do for my students in mentorship. When they go out for their traffic generation projects, they add me to their groups. I watch their choice of words. That is the main reason they add me to their group. I watch their choice of words. How did they speak? How did they converse? How did they chat with their audience? Because Oroni, like that lady said, words will either bring you fortune or misfortune. The same word you say, and they tell you, free him, is the same word another person says, and they tell him, get him. The same word. So, ideal copywriting. That's the copywriting you use in emails, the copywriting you use in WhatsApp chats, the copywriting you use on Twitter, the copywriting you use on Instagram, the copywriting you use on all social media platforms you find yourself. The copywriting you use when you get on a call with a client who is supposed to pay you money. That is what we call ideal copywriting. And that is what you want to learn. So that is what I want to teach you. Okay, so let's quickly move on. I think I'll get off the call very soon now. I want to join my mentees very soon. Therefore, the copywriting is the use of spoken or written words to influence, persuade, and make requests. You can screenshot it. You can screenshot it and post it on your WhatsApp status. Let people know that you are learning something right now. Copywriting is the use of spoken or written words to influence, persuade, and make requests. You will see that I put the words make request in red so that you can take note of it. Most people don't know how to make requests. Most people don't know how to make requests. Yes. You don't know how to make requests. If you don't know how to request for what you want, you will never get what you want. Sometimes what you want is good, but you don't just know how to request for it. Meanwhile, how you request something from somebody is more important than what you request for that person. Can you hear me? Type it out. How you request something from someone is more important than what you request from that person. How you request something from someone is more important than what you request from that person. So let me quickly explain this, then we'll move the rest to the next session, inshallah. Yes, most people don't know how to make requests. Now, you have an influencer now. Maybe an influencer on WhatsApp. This person, chances are this person spent a lot of money to bring you to his funnel. Yes, I personally spend a lot of money to bring you on my WhatsApp list. Anybody who is close to me here, my students, my team members can tell you that I spend a lot of money. I was telling one of my students, yes, a student from Saudi Arabia yesterday. I was telling her that more than 50% of the profit I've made selling my book, Build a High Ticket Online Profile, more than 50% of it, I have channeled it back on traffic. If you got to my WhatsApp list, you got into my list, chances are you got into my list through a traffic I invested in. So this person brought you to his WhatsApp list to educate you, inspire you, impact your life and transform you. He organizes so many courses, spends a lot of money. I spend a lot of money organizing my courses. It cost me a lot. Over the past 4 days now, there has been no power supply in my location. So all the things we do, setting up this course, processing the replay and all that, we do it like I spend money buying fuel just to make sure that we didn't disappoint you. I hope you get that. I spend a lot. This program cost me a lot of money. A lot of money. I hope you get that. So now you just walk up to such an influencer, send in message with just good morning, sir. I have a course. I want to have a course on WhatsApp, and please, I want you to help me post it on your status. When you send that thing, the person should post. He's not going to post it. Are you daft? Are you just daft? He's not going to post it. If you send it to me, I will not post it. But I will not insult you, because as a copywriter, we shouldn't insult. I'm always very circumspect when it comes to my choice of words. Last, I will not respond to you. But what I'm saying is that you don't know how to make requests. Before you go out and send somebody such a request, ask yourself, does he know me? What relationship have I initiated with this person that I want to leverage? Please type it out. The first question is that, does he know me? See, the fact that you have the opportunity to chat somebody up or send him a DM, or you are a follower of that person on social media or WhatsApp, doesn't mean he knows you. Most of you, I don't know you. I don't even know the time you came into my WhatsApp list, because most of the responses I gave you was done by my bot, my autoresponder. I don't even know you. So before you send that person a message, ask him, does he know me? What relationship have I built? What relationship have I built with that person that I want to leverage? That is question number 2. Question number 3, what positioning do I have in front of this person? What positioning do I have in front of this person? Number 4, how have I contributed to the growth of this person in the past? If all your answers to these questions are affirmative, go ahead and ask for what you want, and you will get what you want. If all your answers to these questions are affirmative, that yes, he knows me, yes, I have built a relationship with him, yes, all the answers are affirmative, go ahead and ask what you want, and you will get what you want. Well, you will get what you want. Because how you request for something is infinitely more important than what you request. Most of you will say your uncles are bad, your aunties are bad. But your uncle has a business. That your rich uncle, he has a business. So how have you contributed to the growth of his business? You are good in mathematics or chemistry or physics or biology. Your uncle has children in secondary school. Have you ever walked up to your uncle and said, sir, these children, I want to be taking them mathematics. Instead of you spending money to get them a maths tutor, let me take that. If you do that, what do you think will happen? If you do that, what do you think will happen? Now think about it. You are now tutoring the children. You are tutoring the children. And one day you need an assistance. And you put a call to your uncle. Uncle, sir, there's a particular fee we need to pay in school. And I've tried so many means. I couldn't get it, or this is this amount I've been able to realize so far. I don't know if this is the best time you can render this help to me. And I don't mind though, if you are not in that capacity for now, please, I don't mind. It doesn't spoil anything from our existing relationship. I'm just looking for possible ways to get out of these challenges. What do you think will happen? Boom! His head will turn up and say, this person is exceptional. From the amongst the maybe the nephew, the cousins I have, amongst my family members, this guy or this lady has been very supportive. Or your uncle has a business and you've learned copywriting, or you are a graphic designer. You are watching him post his business all the time. You know what? Just design something. He posts a crappy design, crappy graphic. Don't even tell him that, can I design for you? That is a dumb request. It's just like a visitor comes to your house and you're asking, would you like to eat something? You're dumb and foolish. How would you answer the question? Go and cook something and put it in front of him. If you ask that kind of question, he will tell you no. Most of us, we are shy to answer that kind of question because in fact it's a dumb question. Just make a good design and offer it to him. Offer it to him. He has something else he wants to do it for him. Don't do it because you want something. That is a pretentious way of getting something from people. And guess what? Your heart will be broken by the time you make your request and you are not granted. Do it just because you want to be good. Do it because now you have learned copywriting. And copywriting is teaching you the right way to establish relationship with people so that you can always get what you want whenever you want it. Now think about it. One day you now need an assistant and you walk up to that person. Don't you think he will give it to you? He will give it to you. All these influencers you see, they have so much worries and troubles. How many of you walk up to us and say, oh, sir, okay, I know that you've designed a flyer for your upcoming course, but this is another flyer I designed for you. I want you to use this. Like, I want you to use this. I want a lot of people to attend your class. How many of you have said, okay, yes, this is the video. Let's use this answer. This video will be good for promotional copywriting. Use this video to promote your upcoming class. Don't do it for that influencer just because of what you want. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And one day you will just have an offer you want to promote. See, guess what? You will not even ask him before he does everything possible to make sure that your offer converts massively. And that is the relationship. That is what we call leverage. In this case now, you are leveraging a relationship you have built and you have cultured. You are leveraging a relationship you have built and you have cultured. That is why, to end this class, I want you to note it. And it's going to come out in your assessment test for this particular session. Copywriting is not just about writing. Write it down. As I'm pronouncing it, write it down. Copywriting is not just about writing. It is used to get what you want from who you want it at the time you want it. Copywriting is not just about writing. It is used to get what you want from whom you want it at the time you want it. And that is, when you do that, that is the meaning of closing. You are building the relationship in advance. You are nurturing the relationship in advance. You are closing that person in advance. It means that closing means that you are making requests. Okay, closing means making requests. You are making requests in advance, so that at the time you now need to make the real request, your request will be granted. Your request will be granted. So a lot of you can relate it to sales now if you are smart. If you are smart, you can relate it to sales. A lot of you, it is only when you want to sell something, you start putting out values. That is a pretentious moment. It is a pretentious manner to sell your offer. If you want your offer to sell, you should have been what? Closing the people you want to sell it to, nurturing them long time ago. That is why I always say it to my students. If I have 30 days to sell my offer, I will use 21 days. The first 21 days, I will use it to nurture my audience. If I have 30 days to sell my offer, I will use the first 21 days to nurture my audience. But a lot of you always do as if that money is, you keep it with somebody. You always do as if that money, you kept it with somebody. And say, because your product is good, or your service is good, you have to buy it. No. You have to close them in advance. You have to what? Close them in advance. And that takes us to the technical meaning of copywriting. Copywriting is the use of words to influence, persuade, and sell. That is the technical definition. But get it right, copywriting is closing in print. Copywriting is closing in print. What it means is that copywriting is use of words to make requests. Use of written words to make requests. You are requesting something from somebody. You want somebody to help you post something on his status. When have you been building that relationship? For how long have you been building that relationship? For how long have you been nurturing that relationship? What values have you deposited in that person in advance? Making sense? If you understand, type I understand. If you understand, type I understand. So please, your profile online is your profile online and offline. If your profile cannot be reached, your profile cannot be reached. That is why I have authored my book, Build a High Ticket Online Profile, that people can pay over and over again. Just because you understand how to persuade, just because you have a profile that converts, people will read your profile and send you money. People will read your profile and send you money. How many of you want to get that book? I want to ask you, how many of you want to get that book? How many of you want to get that book? Like, I want all of you to get that book. I want all of you to get that book. It's a self-mentor. A lot of books, you will read it. It will only inspire you for a short period. And the effect will just dissolve like that. But this book is a self-mentor. I want you to get it. Please go and get it. I don't know how to describe how transformating it can be for you. But I know that whether prayer or course, you will send to me after getting the book. And it's on pre-order now. It's on pre-order. So pre-order is ending this week, this coming week. Today is Saturday, so pre-order is ending this coming week. And then, even before pre-order, pre-order will not end this coming week. The price for the early pre-order is ending this coming week. And the price will increase. Please go and get it. It's a self-mentor. Your life will change completely. People will read your profile and just send you money. Just because you set your profile right. You don't need to be there. I don't spend too much of time on the internet. People who make money online, they take their strategies offline. People who make money online take their strategies offline. How to get that? It's not about spending the whole day on social media. You are spending the whole day on social media. You are a consumer. Consumers don't make money. You can only make money when you are a producer. I hope you get that. So please, I'm late for my mentorship session. Please, I'm 17 minutes late for my mentorship session. I need to start telling them a lot of apology. So permit me to go off. Should I go off? So if you have not joined the discussion and question and answer Telegram forum, please go and join it. Any question you have, send it on the Telegram. My executives are there to answer your questions. Myself, I will check the platform, the forum. I'll check it regularly to see if we have unanswered questions so that we can answer your question. Okay, so that is where we will answer questions. Most of the WhatsApp DM questions, I don't have enough time to answer those questions because of a lot of things we are setting up here. So that questions in our forum will be answered 100%. Everything will be answered. Whether you need material support, whether you need, and just make your request. And now you've understood that copywriting is making requests in the right way. So learn how to make requests from us. When you are sending your question, everything again that as I'm sending it like this, if the Alpha Chemistry of any of this executive reads this question, are they going to answer me immediately? Be conscious of your use of words. Be circumspective of your use of words, and your life will change. Alright, thank you so much. Thanks. See you on Monday. Bye.